have a look at the historic quaysides in Great Yarmouth. Uh, the big sign in front of us is a little wrong because it says South Quay, and this is in fact Hall Quay that we're coming out onto. But first we're going to cross Stonecutter's Way. And Terry,
without getting run over.
without getting run over. And Terry, you'll be pleased to know that the building directly on the corner here used to be the public conveniences, but they have now been converted into private residences.
So I don't think they'd take kindly to knocking on your door to say, "Could I use your public restroom?"
No, no, this one used what that used to be one of the banks. I can't remember if that was. I think that was the Royal Bank of Scotland. This is the Duke's Head pub, and this you can see the traditional Norfolk construction with the flints. And if I remember rightly, this one used to be Barclays Bank. But it might have been this one, because lots and lots of banks all along
Made
here.
of stone, made of sandstone type material.
Yeah, they're all sort of made of stone. Um, yeah, it's of course all along here there's big variations in the ages and types of buildings because various different plots had buildings damaged by bombing during the two world wars. In fact, Great Yarmouth was one of the first towns in England to ever be bombed by a Zeppelin during the First World War. And we're going past what used to be another bank that's now a solicitors, and the former Lloyd's Bank building. So across the way we can see the town hall, and oh yes, the old Star pub, which was really nice until it closed down in slightly suspicious circumstances. Yeah, there's the old Victorian town hall. I believe mid to late 1800s that was put up. And on this corner here of this road as we're approaching used to be the main post office.
And that's a bus.
And that's a bus. Yep. And the reason why we're
Somebody. I was going to say somebody used to live there.
yeah, the reason I paused here is the second floor flat above the grey building, the grey fronted empty shop, and the end of the money shop used to be where I had a flat. It was a really nice flat. The rent was really good because 4 flights of stairs to get up to it, which was why I had to move, because getting up the stairs became a bit of a problem.
Well, coming down wouldn't be.
Well, actually, coming down was nearly as bad as going up. Just didn't have the just you had gravity assist. Yeah, so that was quite pleasant to live there because it was right in the town centre. Although parking was a bit of a pain because there wasn't very many places to park. I mean, it wasn't too bad because I could park in the car park outside the town hall with my disabled badge all day.
Now, it's going to be hard to point this out, but during a certain time period in history, there was a bit of a hit and miss effect on the buildings for
Yes,
why some of the buildings are at a different vintage than others,
yeah,
and yet some survived and some
yeah,
didn't.
yeah. Like I said, buildings look like being blown up. And I'm sure you'll be interested in the stone tablet on the corner. Unfortunately, though, I'd kind of forgotten it was there, so I didn't actually catch it for you. It's the foundation stone, and it sort of tells you who, when the building was built. But it wasn't obvious to me as I was coming past. Unfortunately, I'm kind of also concentrating on making sure I don't crash the wheelchair into anything.
That's true.
Or anybody.
Yeah. That's something I've noticed with a lot of buildings. That if the cornerstone foundation stone's there, that's a really good architectural feature that denotes what the building was and who put it there and all that stuff.
Well, yeah. I mean, it was built by the. Sorry, I keep saying town, but it was built by the borough council because Great Yarmouth has been a royal borough with a charter since 1280. King John, him of Robin Hood fame, gave the town the charter. So, yeah. Yeah, so once we get down past the town hall, we then do get to South Quay, as it says on the big brown sign on the other side of the road.
Yeah.
But I mean, the town hall has all the offices for the borough council and all the things that borough councils do. Planning, local road maintenance, what have you. But as we come down the quay, I think the architecture runs from Elizabethan right through to Elizabethan, or shall I say, New Elizabethan.
Yeah.
And this example is actually original Elizabethan because this is the Elizabethan House Museum, and it's one of those really nice living history museums. So you can take the kids in there and they can touch lots of stuff and see all sorts of stuff. It was also where the decision to behead Charles I was taken.
Oh, okay.
At the end of the Civil War. In a room in that house. Which, of course, has been preserved back into the condition it would have been at the time.
He was a very naughty boy.
Don't lose your head over it. Oh, too late.
Too late. Oh, Yarmouth Way.
Yarmouth Way, yes.
Number 96.
It's part of the town's one-way system. That isn't, or that is only partly one way. It's really weird. But, we have a whole range of ages of buildings. I mean, this one's got what looks like to be a Georgian brick facade on it. And of course, a lot of people say, "Oh, look at those windows at the bottom, mud flood."
So that'd be underwater, actually.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. We tend not to have too many basements in Yarmouth. There are some, but Oh, there's a bit of modern Elizabethan architecture because that's the central town's main library. and register office. Now coming up is a properly Victorian, Georgian facaded building. We have the Nelson Museum. I have to say it's one I haven't checked out.
Is it because the person named Nelson, or is it
Well, yeah,
famous Nelson?
yeah, Admiral Lord Nelson. Trafalgar Day yesterday as well. It was on when we were recording this voiceover. So yeah, hip hip to the Royal Navy. Yeah,
I've just seen some brickwork that was different back there.
Yeah, there's lots of all different brickwork.
Well, there's a lot of with the small square blocks in the course. I've noticed that compared to others, that seems to be a majority of style. But back there on the side wall was the actual narrow full brick, which is a different time period again.
Yeah, it's hard to tell because I think sometimes some of the buildings were put back with original style bricks, rather than modern bricks. So the building we've just gone past used to be my GP surgery, and
Nottingham Way.
Nottingham Way, yes. That's the Greek Orthodox church down the bottom there now, because there's quite a large Greek Cypriot community in Yarmouth. And then we come down to some, again, modern Elizabethan architecture. These. And I actually lived on this estate for 4 years. I'm afraid it takes a bit of a while to get past them because there's quite a few of them. Fairly narrow.
It feels slightly smoother here for a change.
Yeah, it's not quite so bad with the camera, although you still get a little bit of fibre. The chair has virtually no suspension, so it jiggles and joggles on almost every surface. Has to be really smooth for it to be not jiggling about a bit. And we're just having a look through here because just down there is where my flat used to be. We can't quite see where it was because the wall's in the way, but yeah.
Behind that wall.
Behind the wall on the left. But yeah, that's. I guess that's. I'm trying to think what the equivalent would be in Australia. Is it department housing you call it or something?
Yeah, Department of Housing. Yeah, similar to that.
Yeah,
government housing.
Government housing. Yeah. I don't know, have you heard of the Jeremy Kyle show?
Don't think I have.
It's one of those. It's one of those TV shows where people go on there and they, lie detector test to find out if your partner's been cheating on you, or are you DNA tests to see if the child is really yours, that sort of stuff.
Wow.
Right. Well, I know we knew some of the people that lived there, and at least 3 people from our block had been on the Jeremy Kyle show.
Wow.
So I guess a bit like your Bogans, but without the hair. So definite chavs.
Deciduous trees with no
Deciduous
leaves.
trees, yes.
That's more autumn for us for that.
Well, yeah, that's because it is autumn, Terry. It's 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 October. The leaves fall off the trees in October. Gets all messy.
Oh, that's right. Your seasons are not like ours. They seem to be back to front for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why. Is it because we're in the northern? I'm in the northern hemisphere. Oh, there is the town fire station. Which is pretty good. It's they have 4 appliances, and we actually have to have the fire station and we have to have a fire station on the other side of the river as well, because the bridge is an opening bridge. They can't, you can't get the fire engine across.